What's good, family? Welcome back to the channel. So I just came across this video right here on my homepage. It's titled Inside Huge NYPD Gang Takedown. And now this is from Fox 5 in New York. And just from the look of it, it seems as if this was probably took place in the Bronx or maybe Brooklyn. But most definitely the Bronx has to be one of the worst places in the United States possible. Especially with the violence, the gang affiliation, everything that's going on over there. It's really crazy. I had actually fully lived in the Bronx for about a year. It's not it. You feel what I'm saying? Taking the train at night, always having to look behind your back. That's just not the way to life. You feel what I'm saying? It's very, when you look at that and you look at what gangs are really doing, it's really animalistic. You feel what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, we're considered animals, but we're really human beings. Like, we are able to access a higher level of consciousness than just instinctual animal instincts. It's just wild out there, bro. You know what I mean? And a lot of my family is from the Bronx, and it gets crazy. So I don't know if it took place in the Bronx. We're about to find this out right now. A huge gang takedown.
Officials think this could be the largest gang takedown in history in the borough of Queens, and Fox 5 was given exclusive access as it happened. The Queens District Attorney, along with the NYPD Chief of Detectives, announcing the 151-count indictment of 33 alleged gang members. Officials say all 33 defendants are charged with conspiracy to commit murder, and that 18 of those were active trigger pullers. They say the defendants are members of warring gangs trying to establish territorial dominance in southeast Queens. The gun violence escalated after the high-profile murder of an aspiring high school basketball star 4 years ago.
Wow.
Well, the gang war was set off by a slashing in April of 2019. The tensions and the violence between the warring factions escalated after the murder of 14-year-old Amir Griffin in October of 2019.
Throughout this investigation, it was determined that members of these gangs intended to commit murder and shoot opposing gang members based solely on their alliances and territorial disputes.
30 guns. You see them there. They were seized in this gang takedown. But before today's sweeping indictment was announced against members of two violent street gangs, our own Lisa Evers was embedded with the operation as NYPD detectives rounded up the suspects, and she is here now to bring us this Fox 5 exclusive. Lisa, take it away.
Well, Chris, this long-term investigation began with the murder of a promising teen basketball player. Now, nearly 4 years later, NYPD detectives tell us they have dismantled two rival gangs who terrorized South Jamaica residents with reckless gunfire, using drill music videos and so...
I'm just laughing at the fact that dude is literally cursing out the camera. Who is he cursing at, bro?
NYPD detectives tell us they have dismantled two rival gangs who terrorized South Jamaica residents with reckless gunfire, using drill music videos and social media to fuel their beefs. We got an exclusive look at their focused methods, which are very different from the wide net gang sweeps of the past.
How they get all of them
Some of the more than 30
at the same
suspects
time
were already behind bars in state prison and on Rikers Island for other crimes. They were brought into the 111th precinct to be charged in this major gang conspiracy case. So serious were the safety concerns about the explosive rivalry between the crews known as Money World and their opposition, or Ops, the local trap stars, that police booked them at separate precincts to keep their family members and associates separated when they showed up.
It's pretty much shoot on sight when they see the opposition, and a lot of...
He said it's pretty much shoot on sight when they see the opposition. It's going to go down on the scene, no hesitation. It's basically they want to aim their weapon at the other individual that's on the opposing team and take them out as soon as possible.
The times innocent people are caught in the middle of it.
Over the last 5 or 6 years, these two gangs terrorized an entire community.
Before sunrise, more than 150 NYPD detectives and supervisors assembled for the takedown of the alleged gang members. Most are between the ages of 18 to 22 and have been arrested before.
It started in the Baisley houses when Amir Griffin got shot and killed.
In October 2019, 14-year-old Amir Griffin, a Cardozo High School student-athlete, was the unintended target of a shooting. He was killed on the basketball courts near his home.
What? He was just out playing
18-year-old Sean
basketball.
Brown was arrested for the murder and is part of this case.
That could have been me. It could be my cousins, my nephews. I mean, it's just sad that that had to happen, but today we have justice for the family.
As detectives investigated, they found a connection to other shootings that were happening in South Jamaica. Some were in broad daylight, one even outside a high school. Police say an escalating rivalry between the money world and local trap star gangs was responsible.
Once a shooting occurs and there's retaliation for that.
Yeah, I never really spent too much time in Queens, to be honest with y'all. It was just mostly like Manhattan, the Bronx, and then Brooklyn, like barely, bro. I've been to Brooklyn just like a couple times. Like, I would only go to Queens to go to one specific skate park. But other than that, I wasn't really out there. So I don't really know everything that's going out in that specific borough. But it seems as if they getting active in all boroughs, bro. New York, yo, the boroughs in New York get crazy.
That shooting, it goes back and forth. And it seems like they're never satisfied with the amount of violence they've committed. And they're always trying to get one up on their opposition.
Captain Gillis says the rivalry is over territory.
It does say in the Word of God, the wicked cannot go to sleep until they do evil.
Money or drugs.
They can't
the
get enough.
hatred heated up over social media taunts and drill music videos where they allegedly bragged about the shootings, the actual locations, and even the calibers of guns used in incidents under investigation.
The drill rap is always a motivator, right? And the drill rap is so specific in that they mention people that have been killed in the past and disrespect those people that have been killed in the past, and it creates a residual effect.
I'm gonna let the rest of the video play, but this is self-snitching at the finest. Shuddy was like, yes, in their music, they have mentioned the people they have killed, the location that they killed them, what time they killed them, so that's all the evidence that we need.
Where it's a tit for tat, one for one. Everyone's trying to get one up on the scoreboard. That creates a retaliatory effect on both sides.
Chief, you have a lot of members of the NYPD here. Who is here and involved in this operation?
Yeah, so this operation involves members of the Detective Bureau. In particular, there's two different units. It's called Queens South VCS. And in addition to that, it's Gun Violence Suppression Unit.
What's happening here right now is you see different groups getting together. They're getting their assignments, and they're also getting their orders from their superiors about how they're going to do this raid, how they're going to take these suspects in. Detectives from local precincts, as well as warrants, homicide, and narcotics units, provided backup and were involved in the tactical attack meeting to review strategy.
This is crazy. You guys know what your position is going to be on the team. We're going to move in it tactically. We're going to take our time when we get into the location, make sure we communicate.
Before we go out, they asked me and my cameraman to take precautions, too. So they're giving us bulletproof vests because many of the suspects that they're going after today have been pre-indicted on very serious gun charges. Some are actually accused of murder. We head out onto the highway towards South Jamaica. We're part of an NYPD caravan right now going to the various locations where detectives will be apprehending the suspects in this case.
3 kilowatts.
We arrive at the house. The detectives surround it according to plan, while others do a door knock and go in with a warrant for the suspect. The detectives were able to find the person that they were looking for. They have taken this suspect in custody. They were in the house. They came out. No shots have been fired. This suspect, who is wanted for murder, is brought in to be booked. Another team returns with a suspect who wasn't part of the original case. Police say he panicked and threw this gun out the window while the officers were looking for someone else.
Get that my face, my.
The NYPD says this case, like others in recent years, shows that when they do sharply focused investigations and take the most violent offenders off the streets, the surrounding communities experience a drop in gun violence.
These guys did horrific violence out in the streets of South Jamaica. So it's a victory for the community today that these guys are actually all apprehended.
Countless acts, several homicides, non-fatal shootings, incidents of gunfire throughout the community absolutely took its toll. And I'm happy that we were able to deliver a clear message today that won't be tolerated.
Of course, all of the suspects are presumed innocent until proven guilty, but the NYPD says they have more than enough evidence to support the charges so that they will not be able to shoot anyone again for a very long time. Chris?
Wow, Lisa, excellent work. Thank you very much.
Wow. That's crazy. Honestly, I wasn't expecting that. This was like...
We arrived...
Like, for the fact that they showed him, like, beforehand and then showed him actually going up to the spot and arresting them. You know what I mean? This is actually a great video. It was a great video, and it realistically is a W for the community. You know what I'm saying? It is making the streets much more safe, because now you don't. I mean, you can worry just a little bit less about, you know, getting shot as an innocent bystander. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy out here, man. It's really, really wild. And this is just a prime example of when, you know, when you read the Bible and it talks about, yo, wicked individuals. Like, if you're out here really perfectly fine committing a murder, that's insane. You feel what I'm saying? Your conscience is completely warped. It's gone. It's over, bro. And like I was saying, like, they were out here doing, like, a lot of the shootings is over territory, as if they own the joint. You feel what I'm saying? As if, like, we created Earth. Now, if it comes to your home, you feel what I'm saying? You can't enter my household. But I mean, you can go outside, yo, just walk the street normally, like. But it's not that easy out here, you know what I'm saying? It's the upbringing and all that other stuff. But I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Make sure you do like the video, subscribe, turn on post notifications. I'm going to catch you guys in the next one the same way you're going to catch me in the next one. Peace. Love y'all.